Hello student, our topic of the software engineering next is the decision tree. Decision tree means whatever we get the problems of the project and whatever based on the problem we make some SRS. These are first step. So based on this SRS means what we are doing now. There is some various constant are there, and based on the constant we are making some decision. So when that decision and the relationship between the all the complexing data are describing, some is a tree type of diagram, that is called the decision tree. It basically, decision means if a action is there, based on action the some conditions is there. So decision tree actually describe the action and the condition. Based on the condition, whatever you are taking the action for the solve your problem. Okay, so decision tree are the method for the defining complex relationship by describing decision and avoiding the problem in communication. So a decision tree is a diagram that show the alternative actions and conditions with the horizontal tree framework. So whatever we making the tree, it must be not the column wise, it's a horizontal type of framework, tree framework, tree structure. Now the decision tree depict the relationship of the each condition and their permissible action. So there is a two concepts, there is a condition and based on the condition whatever your action is there. So action is represented by the rectangle box. This is also called the decision node, and the circle is represent the condition, or it is called the chance node or the outcome node or the event node. Now we are taking an example. Here we have a three condition. Is a condition 1 is a advance payment mode. So advance payment mode, a customer making an advance payment. When they are making the advance payment, so first they are making the C1 condition is the advance payment. C2 condition, purchase amount is greater than equal to 10,000, means when the purchase amount is greater than 10,000, that time the customer making the advance payment. And third one is a regular customer. If the customer is the regular customer, that time they can give the advance payment. So there is basically Y for yes and N for no. So for every condition there is a two type of result. One is a yes, another is a no. So based on the yes and no, you making some decision. See the example. So there is a action. Action means customer making the advance payment. So in which norms or which condition they going to the advance payment? First, the condition C1 is a C1. So C1 taking the advance, the customer making the advance payment mode. So when the customer taking the advance payment mode, if it is yes, that time the customer get 5% discount on their purchase. If it is no, so when the no condition arise, so now we are checking the next condition. Next condition is when the customer purchase amount is greater than 10,000. Now the C condition we are checking. When the C1 condition falls, we are checking the C2 condition. So for the no branch. So when it is yes, yes means the customer making 10,000 greater than 10,000 amount of purchase, that time we are checking the condition 3. Condition 3 said that if the customer purchase the amount of this, now the check they are regular customer or not. So first we are checking the C2 condition. So when the C2 condition arise, there is a two nodes. There is a two condition, one for yes, one for no. If it is no, that means the customer doesn't get any discount amount. If it is yes, Then we are checking the customer is a regular customer or not. If they are regular customer, then they give the 5% discount. If it is no, that means then they didn't get any discount on the amount. So this is a tree structure based on the three condition. This is called the decision tree. Decision tree mainly come in your examination as a short note or the MCQ type of question, or the MCQ means 3 marks or the 5 marks. This type of the question are come in your examination. The next topic is the decision table. So decision table means whatever we learn in the decision tree. Decision tree means when the some condition is arise, and based on the condition we are taking some action, and when this total approach we are making in the tree structure, that is called the decision tree. But when that thing we are making as a table structure, this is called the decision table. So decision table has a 4 part. First we have to know the what is decision table. Decision table are the method of describing the complex logical relationship in a precise manner which is easily understandable. It is useful in the situation where the resulting action depend on the occurrence of one or several combinations. Suppose here C2, when the C2 condition arise, when the C2 condition the customer get the 5% discount, that time the customer get the 5% discount based on the condition C2 and C3 as well as. So there is a 2 combination. So when this approaches come, we cannot describe using the tree structure. You have to precisely describe when the several occurrence combination are there. That time whatever your action is described by the decision table. Now this is a matrix formation where the row and column is there. Now component of the decision tree. First is a condition stub, next the action stub, similarly the condition entry and the action entry. So there is a 4 quadrant is there. See the picture first. So these are the condition and these are the action. These are the rules, and whatever the decision is there, it give as a Y and no form. So first you have to know all the quadrant. So condition stub, it is in the upper left quadrant which lists all the condition to be checked. Means this part are the condition stubs. Now the action stub, it is a lower left quadrant which outline all the action to be carried out need for such condition. So this part actually for the condition action stub. Now the condition entry, it is a upper right quadrant which provide the answer to the question asked to the condition stub quadrant. So these condition part are the condition entry. So whatever are condition are there, these are the entry. And the action entry means whatever based on the condition, whatever we are taking the action, these are the action entry. So this is the 4th quadrant. Condition stub, action stub, condition entry and the action entry. Now what is the rule? So here some rules are there. Why actually is define the existence of the condition. No end represent the condition which is not satisfied. A blank against action state it can be ignored. Means whatever the states is there, whatever the action is there, you can ignore this. So sometime we can use the cross, or sometime we not use the cross. Cross means when the against action state is to be carried out. When the actions, whatever our action is carried out, if it is satisfied, that time we can go for the X. Now before going the